Hello and welcome back to Photo Finds. I'm your host, Nick Russo, and this week we're going to go ahead and start in Universal Studios, Florida, but at a time that not many people are around usually. This is about 7 in the morning right outside of Universal Studios, and like I said, you usually don't get to see this. So I thought I'd just show you what it looks like at this time. The only other time maybe you'd see this is around 3 in the morning after a night out on CityWalk or something like that, but then it'd be dark and it just wouldn't be the same as this. And in fact, I'm going to show a quick video now of what the globe looks like at this time. It's turned off. So as you can see, there's a person walking in the background, but the globe is off. So if you didn't know that it shuts off, it does. Alright, moving on to the construction on CityWalk. Recently they started, well, not very recently, months ago they started adding some new restaurants and taking some old restaurants and venues away from CityWalk. This is the candy shop that was once up by Moe's and Panda Express. Some scaffolding is up, and the windows are blocked off. No word on exactly what's going into this location, but it is being replaced. Now over to by where the Red Oven Pizza Bakery is, we have construction walls up. They have been up for some time now, but what's new are these insulation walls and dry walls. And what they're doing is building the Cowfish Bergucci restaurant and the Vivo Italian restaurant. That balcony you see there in the diamond shape, that's actually the upper portion of the Vivo restaurant. And you can see on these signs, what these coming soon signs, what the restaurants are going to look like. Vivo, there you can see that upper balcony there. Now, the Red Oven Pizza Bakery and Cold Stone Creamery still have their now open signs out. They've been open for more than a month and a half now. For the Red Oven, for sure, anyway. And I think they had one for Starbucks, too. I was just wondering how long they're going to keep their now open signs out. Maybe they'll keep them out there permanently. Who knows? This, of course, is the mini golf course on CityWalk. We're now heading out. And by the way, the pictures you're seeing right now are taken on a camera phone. We're going to get some more HD pictures in a moment here from another day. But I just wanted to take a picture of the mini golf course because there was a storm heading in when these pictures were taken, but that didn't stop a lot of people from enjoying the golf course nonetheless. Out by, getting closer to the parking garages, I wanted to snap a few pictures of the Cabana Beach Resort buses. When they're not in commission, they're actually parked right over here by the pickup location. Closer view. And now we're out by the central hub where you split up to go to one of two parking garages. And there's a team member, out here waving with a sign. And what she's doing is actually directing guests over to the new kiosk set up in the parking garage hub, and it's kind of a last chance or a first chance if you're heading into the park to buy the Photo Connect, which allows you unlimited ride photos and photos from around the park for one price, which you then can get prints of or pull them up at home online. Even closer to the parking garages, I wanted to take a picture of this gate here, which a lot of people may see, but they don't actually know what it is. This is where team members come in right now. Now, they are building a team member parking lot out by the Human Resources building on Turkey Lake Road, but right now, all the team members who work toward the front of the parks, like the Hulk and Spider-Man, actually have to park where the guests park and then walk through CityWalk, and that's why you'll see them walking through CityWalk a lot of the time in wardrobe. There actually is a wardrobe department in these parking garages in the north parking structure. Here is the main entrance. I was surprised to see it very dead at this time. I believe this was around 2 o'clock. Maybe it was because of that storm rolling in. Alright, now, this is Saturday, I believe, the day after those cell phone pictures were taken. We are in peak week right now. It is spring break for the Northerners, and so this is the valet circle, and you can see it's very busy. Moving up to the mini golf course, once again, this is the opposite side. There is a scrim up. They're doing some construction. Now, it might look like that construction is going on those signs in the background, but it's actually closer to the mini golf course, so it has nothing to do with those signs. I believe it probably has something to do with the mini golf course. No word on exactly what they're doing. For those of you who haven't been to CityWalk in a while, the renovation of the restaurants and the area in general has affected the main Universal store, and right now they're using a smaller temporary store to at least get some merchandise sold while they work on the permanent one. This is a relatively new stage that has been set up on CityWalk. There are DJs and bands that perform here at night, mainly on the weekends. This hasn't always gone on in CityWalk's history. So like I said, it's a pretty new thing, just to bring some more entertainment to the resort. Just a quick shot of some heat lamps that they had over by one of the bars. It is April, and they still have heat lamps up. We're not having a lot of cold nights, but I guess they're prepared for any situation. The blue and yellow arrows that they have pointing up to where the candy store and cigar bar are, those are now clear. Obviously, what they're going to be replaced with is whatever replaces the cigar bar and the candy shop, whenever that may be. Now I wanted to take a picture of the Universal front here. These planter boxes are new, and I think what they are, and I would know because I'm here quite often, and I think what these planter boxes have to do with is Mardi Gras. If you look closely at those flowers, you can see that they are colored toward Mardi Gras. So I think they're only temporary and will be out when Mardi Gras comes to a close. I wanted to bring this taxi cab to your attention just to show you how often Universal will change the placement of vehicles, and we'll see another example of that in a moment. This taxi cab was only recently put here, maybe 2 weeks ago, and it comes with a character there, the guy in the yellow shirt you see with his arm around the guest taking pictures, and what he also acts as is a information provider. He gives out maps and things like that. Now over on Hollywood Boulevard, we are taking some pictures of these stilt walkers. They are themed, I believe, to Mardi Gras. I don't think they're always out on Hollywood Boulevard. They're adding more and more stilt walkers around Universal lately. I think they're becoming more popular with guests. It certainly seems that way. Alright, moving on. Here's another example of that vehicle placement I was talking about. This is about 1:30 in the afternoon on Saturday. The Simpsons RV is located on Hollywood Boulevard. If you come on any given day, though, in the morning, the Simpsons RV will be located right in Production Central, right outside the Shrek building. So they do change the location of the vehicles to give a different experience from time to time. I wanted to take a picture of this Delancey Street Preview Center TV and Movies. Now, this was once, I'm pretty sure, just a facade, but in the recent years, it has been transformed into a sort of screening room. Now, what they do is they send out guys, like, if you look over to the right of your screen, you'll see this guy in the white polo with the beads around his neck. Now, he is a recruiter, and what he does is goes out into the park and asks guests if they would like to see a pilot of a TV show. And if you agree, you sign up and go and watch a pilot, and you actually get paid money for it, and it's only about an hour of your time. So I'd recommend doing it if you're having an hour out of your day that you'd like to fill. There are some scrims up at various parts of Universal right now. They're just doing some refurbishment, it looks like, on some of the buildings. This is over by San Francisco, next to the Starbucks. Now, this is around, once again, 3 o'clock. Or maybe it was 2. I'm not exactly sure of the time, but what these team members are doing is setting up the perimeters for the parade that actually starts at 5, so they get started pretty early on setting up the perimeters for the parade. I just wanted to show you how misleading some lines can be from outside certain venues. This is the disaster queue, and it looks like this is an extremely long line, but it's not. A lot of these attractions take a lot of people at a time. This wait time, it's a little hard to see. There's only 10 minutes, and that's the case with a lot of attractions, especially at Universal, being that they're shows. An attraction can look like it has an extremely long wait, but it turns out it's only 5-10 minutes, if not a walk-on attraction. They have a picture spot, a photo opportunity set up for Grad Bash. Now, Grad Bash is taking place on multiple weekends at Universal right now. It runs until about 2 in the morning, and it's for various high schools around the state. I think not the country. Maybe, I think it is just the state, but this is one of the photo ops that the students can take advantage of when they're in the parks, when they have it to themselves. Taking a look over at Diagon Alley, some progress has been made, and it looks like this thing is ready to open any day now. The flooring is down, and I think what they have left is making some last detail adjustments to the outside, and obviously finishing up the attractions themselves and whatever else needs to be done inside. There's signage going up, some last detailing. The night bus is there, of course. This is from over by the candy shop. That building you see in the background behind that Sunbelt Rentals is the King's Cross Station. It is massively huge. It is a giant building. You can't see it from the front, but you can see it from the back, and I have seen it from the back. It is gigantic. Now, here, I just wanted to get a shot of these windows to show you that they are also doing some detailing on the inside of the building just to go all in with this, and I'm very impressed. I've been following this since the beginning, and it just looks great. Here is the entrance over by Fear Factors. This is the entrance to London. I imagine they're going to be doing something similar on the side over by Disaster as well, but it's not up yet. They have recently put in, I think in the last week or two, they put in this mound with these trees to, I guess, block out the show building for Gringotts. That is the show building in the bank. That's nothing new, but this mound with the trees on it is new. I was expecting them to do something like this for quite some time. Here we are over in Springfield. Nothing new really to take a look at here except for Chief Wiggum's police car, which I think has now, once and for all, been permanently detailed. For a long time it was in limbo, and the water feature here on the fire hydrant wasn't always working. Now it seems like it is all the time, and it's to where it needs to be. I'm not sure how long this has been this way, but glad to see it's in working condition. Now, on my way out of the park, I saw these cultural dancers. That's all I'm going to really call them for now, because I'm not sure what type of dance routine they had going. I've never seen these guys in the park before. I'm not sure if it was just a one-day thing, or if you can catch them on another day. Their costumes are very appealing, and from what I saw, the crowd really enjoyed what they had been doing, but like I said, I only walked up on the end of their show, taking away their props and sets, so I didn't see exactly what type of show it was. Here is a stage that is very temporary. It looks like karaoke presented by Coca-Cola. I imagine this goes on for grad night or grad bash. That's what I can imagine. Despicable Me 2, this is nothing new, but that's why I took a picture of it. This Despicable Me 2 came out a very long time ago, and they still had advertising up for it, which I thought was very interesting. Lastly, this is the last picture. I just wanted to take a picture of this Max Factor facade here. It says it's a makeup studio. Actually, what this is, if you ever see some team members going in and out of this door with carts covered in a big black piece of fabric, this is actually the room, the location where they clean all of the 3D glasses for Terminator, Despicable Me, Minion Mayhem, and Shrek 4D. So if you ever see team members bringing in carts covered in a cover, that's what they're doing. They're running glasses to have them cleaned by the thousands, actually. All right, and the last thing I want to show you is something that I just thought was very interesting. Is this. It's a video, I'm going to play it a few times, of a Disney cruise bus traveling through Major Boulevard in Universal Studios. I'd never seen this. I don't know why it's there. If anybody has any reasoning for this, I'd love to hear about it in the comments. Tell me why this bus may be here traveling through Universal. It seems very peculiar to me. Well, that's going to do it for us this week. I want to thank you once again for stopping by Photo Finds. I am just as thrilled this week as I was last week to be a part of this show, and I hope to see you back next week. Until then, have fun, guys. Bye.